All right. So, what we're going to do today is I'm going to show you the entire process to go through to create our opt in page, our sales page, and then also connect that to a workflow or an automation or a campaign. We use those terms synonymously for all of those things, all in the same thing. So, let's just go through the entire process. If you wanted to sell something online, here are all of the components that you would need. So let's start off. I'm going to start off right over here. Well, by the way, I'm under sites and then funnels. Okay, so while we're in here, we're going to come over here to new funnel, and we're just going to name this something like test funnel AP. All right. Now, of course, if we wanted to, and this is something that you have access to, you can come over here to templates and hit continue. And voila, here's a billion different templates that we've preloaded into Lead Engine AI. So you can just find an opt in page, find a sales page, whatever you're trying to do. If you're in the health and wellness industry, boom, here's everything preloaded for you. You just grab the template, throw it into your account, and then just edit the terminology. But let's say we just wanted to start from scratch, because that's really what this training is supposed to be today, is how do you start from scratch and just build everything. So of course I'm going to start from scratch again. In test funnel AP. All right, because I really want everybody to get familiar with the funnel builder, get familiar with the automation section. That way, there's no intimidation, there's no being worried that you don't know how to do something in the system. It all is really, really simple. Okay, so here's our test funnel AP. So we're just going to go in here. And so we build this straight up and down. Okay, you start at the top and you work your way down. So I'm going to assume for this video that that we want to have an opt-in page, right? That we just want to put something out there that somebody can opt into, and then that will lead to a sales page or a webinar, whatever your specific sales process includes. So we're going to go opt-in. And you don't have to put in the path or anything like that, and just hit create. Now, if you have existing funnel pages in here, you can instantly load them, right? But for the sake of this video, we're just going to create it from blank. All right. So let's just make it full width. And we're going to come here. And this is going to just be a one page. So what we're actually going to build here is literally universally the best opt-in page that has ever been used, okay, in the history of opt-in pages. It's been tested over and over and over again. What works is a paragraph at the top, a sentence, and then an opt-in button. Or you can put those in any order that you want to. But those three core elements are literally the best converting landing pages. So we start with a section. Now we're just going to add a row. We're going to put a one row. We're going to throw in a headline. We're going to throw in a subheadline. And let's throw in a paragraph just for fun. Let's add our button. Now, there's a couple of ways that we could do this. We could just put the button, you just add the button right here, which can then open the pop-up that has the form, or instead of that way, we can just take our form. What form do you want to use? Oh, let's use contact us. All right. That is an option as well. Completely up to you how you want to do it. But we're just gonna, for the sake of this video, we're just gonna do it like this with the button. Now we will put some measurements in here. Let's move the paragraph. First of all, let's put the paragraph. Let's change the font on the paragraph. 20. Let's leave everything. We're just going to use basic colors. And now we're going to come down here, margin at the top. Let's put some margin between the paragraph and everything else. Let's click on the button and let's do the same thing. Let's put some margin. And let's go a little bit more than that. Let's double that. Boom. Okay. So how to get thing we offer without ever doing things nobody likes doing. Okay, I'm just making this just simple plug and play here. Okay, now let's go into the paragraph here and so never worry about thing nobody likes doing. Okay, this is called objection handling, right? So like we're mentioning the most common objection or the most common thing that people don't like that is associated with the thing that we may be selling or the thing that we may be offering. That's it. That's literally what is included in a great opt-in page. That's really all that you need. Now, of course, we take it to the nth degree, and because our nature, we just like to make it add all the shiny bells and whistles, and our stuff ends up having backgrounds and images and putting a sales letter and all that kind of stuff into here, but it really doesn't have to. For the sake of an opt-in form, this is really all that you need. I would add some margin. Whoops, we don't want margin actually. What we want is padding. Let's just add padding to the top, padding to the bottom. All right. Now, here is our opt-in form. Now, right here on the button, what we want the button to do is open the pop-up, because that is where we're going to put our form. So I'm going to come in here to pop-up settings, and now I'm just going to add a column. And inside our column, we're going to add an element, which is our form. And we're just going to grab, for the purposes of this, our standard contact form. Boom. Name, email, write your message, send a message. Now, obviously, for an opt-in, this is not what we would use. It should be name, email, and or phone number with permission to send them stuff. Is all that we would put on here. Now we can adjust the pop-up size if we want a full page. I'm using the medium for the sake of this, or we could go small, however we want to do it. We're choosing to show the or launch the pop-up on exit. So if someone comes to the page and their mouse scrolls up to the exit, to the red X, it'll automatically open the pop-up to get them out of there, or to stop them from doing that. Okay, so that is, we're going to keep it very simple. Now, sometimes, obviously, what I would do is I would, I like to decorate the forms, right? I would put a message at the top, I'd put a message at the bottom, might change the framing, all of that good stuff. But we're going to keep it super, super simple today and just create our core elements. So there is our form. It is on our pop-up. Here is our button, headline, subheadline, and our paragraph, reiterating everything. Okay, so now we're gonna hit save, and you can just, let me move my head. You can just ignore the SEO metadata. We're obviously gonna ignore it for this video. Make sure that this is saved. Now we've created our opt-in page. So the next thing that we would want to do, and I'm still getting used to the new navigation here, so let me go back to the beginning. We can do it from that view, but I'm going to go back to the funnel view. Okay, we have our opt-in page. Let's throw in a sales page. Let's do a video sales page. Let's do VSL page. VSL is video sales letter. Create. Now we're not going to use existing. We're going to just create from blank. Okay. Now on this page, we're going to choose full width. And let's start with an attention grabbing element at the top. So what I would normally do is I would come over here and I would make the background something that really stands out. So the purpose, let's just go blue for the purposes of this. And then we'll just go add row, column, and let's put in a headline. You've made it to my VSL page. Here's how this is going to help you and make life so much easier. Again, this is just filler. Put in your own terminology for what it is that you're selling, but we're just going to have an attention grabbing headline at the top. Now we're going to do another full width section. And this is where we're going to put in our video sales letter. So we're going to add a row. Let's add, again, one column. And now we're just going to do a headline. And now I'm going to add a different, I'm going to add another whole row and do one column, one element is going to be our video. Boom. Okay. Now we can adjust. If we don't want the video to be, massive on the page, we can just come over here, highlight the row, make sure you're in the row section, and then just grab your left and rights and adjust these accordingly, right? Just have them be the same, right? Throw those in there just to make it however you think that the sizing should look, whatever you like. Let's put it at 50 for the sake of this video. Now you can choose to, let's put in a 2-column row, and let's add a subheadline. Let's add a headline. And my video thing keeps getting in the way over here. And let's add let's put the paragraph over here. Change the font on the paragraph. Let's make it stand out a little bit more. Go 18 on the paragraph. Boom. So reiterate up here and explain over here on the right in the paragraph. And again, you can mess around with the padding. Like if we want to, usually for something like this, I would put a padding on left and right of 10, and on the top, I'd put a 5 padding. On the bottom, I'd put a 5 padding. Boom, and that just makes it align a little bit better. We can grab this and slide it over. Make sure that there we go. And then down here, we'll do a full width. And let's call this section at the bottom our footer. And we're going to put 4 columns. And in this column, we will put, well, this thing just keeps getting in the way. Let's go at the top over here. Down here, we will put our logo. And over here, we will put, I don't want to put that down there yet. Let's just put paragraph, subheadline, and subheadline, paragraph, right? So this could be, our logo, more, brief about us. This could be get in contact with us. So it could be like contact info. And then this could be like location, or this could be get find us on social. And then we can just put our social stuff down there, something like that. And then let's change the background slightly, just so it's clearly a footer, right? Make that look like that. And voila, there's our sales page. There's our super, super simple sales page. So we're going to hit save. Okay. For last thing. So obviously we're going to be selling something, or we're going to be making an offer on this page. So let's add a very simple, let's say that for the sake of simplicity, right? Rather than putting in like a cart checkout or something, because I want to keep this pretty simple. Let's just have this be a get in touch, right? So let's go right here. Now, instead of doing an element, let's just do another row. We want our sizing to be right. Well, here, you know what? We already have it. Let's just put the button. Let's put the button below here. We'll go button there. And we'll put the margin. Let's go 10. So that would definitely work. So we'll come here and we'll say, yes. I want to book a call. Yes, I want to book a call. You've convinced me through the video that I should book a call and we should talk. Okay. So same logic as what we did on the opt-in page. The button is going to open the pop-up. The pop-up will have our form. So we'll just go through that once again. Right there, open pop-up. And now our pop-up is going to have our form. And let me see if I got something. Let's get started. I don't even know what that is going to look like. We'll just throw get started in here. Okay. Now, obviously, for a appointment, this would be a lot more information that we would be asking. Or what we could do, and this is an option 2, is you could actually drive them. Um, you could have, okay, let's do it that way. Let's have them put in the information, and that will then drive them to our calendar page. I was going to say you could just put the calendar right here. Um, but what I would do is I would put more qualifying questions, like everything that we must know before we book a meeting with somebody. So this could include, as an example, I'll just use what we do: business name, your name, contact information, what is your monthly budget, could be how long have you been in business, just all of the qualifying indications that indicate if it's somebody that you actually think that you can help. So so what we will do is we will choose that when they fill out this information and when they click get started here, here's the redirect action, right? So the redirect action is going to be they go to the next step. You could put in a website URL. You could say use action from form builder. So like when you build the form builder, you can say in the form builder, when they submit this, go to this page. That would be a case where it's like, I'm going to use the same form in multiple funnels or on my website pages as well. Or you can have an individual form for each funnel. Completely up to you. But let's do go to next step, because our next step is going to be our calendar. Okay. So we have that. Let's hit save. Now we will go back to our funnel right here. And let's add new step. Let's call it calendar. Create funnel step. Now, for this page, we are going to do use existing, right? Because because we already put a cool header, right, on our VSL page. We already built out a footer on the VSL page. So let's use those elements and let's just change what's in the middle. So let's go use existing. And this is going to be inside. I'm actually inside my actual account, so that's why there's so much stuff in here. Um, so this is, where did we test funnel? So right there at the top. Who would have known? They made it easy and put it at the top. All right, so the funnel is test funnel AP. That's what we're working on, and we want to duplicate. We want to use this page right here, which is our VSL page. So we selected that, and now we're just going to hit import, and voila, here we are. Now we're just going to go in and edit. And all that we really need to do, you might want to change what's written at the top here, obviously, change the copy here, but then we're just going to take out the video element. We're going to remove that, and we're going to add in our super duper amazing calendar. And select calendar. Of course, I've got a million. We'll just let's just do it, schedule a call with us. Boom, boom, boom. That's your calendar. Okay. Change the wording down here. Hit save. Don't need to update the SEO right now. Okay. And we are off to the races. If you go through all of these simple steps that we just did, and I wasn't looking at the clock, but I think we're somewhere around 6 to 8 minutes in this video. Oh, I'm sorry, a lot more than that. We're 24 minutes. In 24 minutes, we built an opt-in, a VSL page, and a calendar. Now, yes, these are super simple. We put almost no thought into these whatsoever. And that's perfectly okay, because we're just going through the motions, showing you how to do stuff so you can get familiar with it. You can always go back into your funnels and you can look for Aaron's direct response funnels. Those are funnels that we have built optimized and ran millions and millions of visitors have run through those funnels over the last decade. And they have literally created tens of millions of dollars for our clients. Obviously, they're not the exact funnels with all the copy and wording and everything like we put it into Greekum so that you can just go in there. But the elements, everything that you need is there. You just go in, change the headlines, change the copy, and you're ready to go. Okay. But we'll do another video on how to edit my funnels. But I just wanted this one to be a super simple run through, just so you can get familiar with how to do it yourself. And it's something that I do recommend if you are serious about marketing and you're serious about your funnels and selling stuff online. Take the time to really navigate how to build your funnels and all of the elements that you can use and what you can put here, what you can put there, how you can sort everything, because it really does help you in understanding the customer's journey, right? Their path from finding you to becoming a customer of yours. Okay. Now, while we're in here, we can look at our stats over here. So every single funnel is going to have its own stats. So you can see how each independent page is performing. Here's your unique visitors, how many opt-ins, your opt-in rate. If you have products in there, you can actually see how many orders, your order rate, amount, cart value, earnings per page view. I love that, right? Like I really like to see, okay, like every time I get a page view, how much money am I making? It's really easy to scale once you know that, oh, you know what? For every view, for every unique visitor that I drive to this page, I can expect this amount of money. Um, so now you can really dial in your marketing. Okay, so we have our forms, we have our pages. Let's build our automation. So we're going to leave the universe of sites and we're going to come up over here to automation. And again, don't get overwhelmed by automations. It is super simple. If you just go through the videos that I uploaded before on how to use the sequences that we've already built for you, they are literally plug and play. Okay. You have access to my 7-day new offer sequence. You have access to a bunch of other stuff that we've already built for you. Plus, as soon as you hit create new workflow, you're going to have some options for some stuff that we preloaded that will just get you on the track moving really fast. What I recommend, okay, is our and it's here somewhere. The email drip sequence is fine. What I recommend is either the Fast 5 Lite or the Fast 5. As long as this really works with your sales process, I would say just grab this recipe for the Fast 5 and you should be off to the races really quick. Just remove, obviously, what we're not going to use. But let's go through it. Let's build a Fast 5 for the funnel that we just created. So I'm going to come here to recipe Fast 5, select. Okay. Now, this is everything that you would need other than the trigger. Obviously, we'll talk about the trigger in a second. The first thing that we want to happen for anybody that fills out our form is we want to put them into a pipeline. Okay. To put them into a pipeline, we call that creating an opportunity. So right here, you've got your opportunity. So you come over here to the pipeline, you pick the pipeline you want to use. In this case, I'm just going to do new leads pipeline, and now pick the stage, right? Well, what stage are they coming into? Well, obviously it's going to be new lead. Opportunity name. Generally, I just use first name, last name, or you can put in full name, however you want to do it. Opportunity source. Where did they come from? This could be your funnel. This could be your funnel and Facebook ads. This could be Google ads. This could be email. This could be a funnel that you're only using for email. So you have many options for opportunity. If you don't know what to use, come over here. Every time you see these tags, right here, these are going to give you access to predefined stuff, which could be, come over here to contact, and this could be their custom fields, right? So this is custom fields, or how they answered something in the questionnaire. Or you can come down here to attribution, and you can say first session source. So the first and last means how did they first get to your page, and then the latest attribution is what is the last thing that they did, right? So you have many options here. You can do source, you can do campaign, UTM. Don't mind those. Those are specific to what we use. I can show you in another video how to use UTM content. Refer, what page were they on where they found you? Campaign ID, Facebook click ID, Google click ID. Really, really cool stuff that you can use if you just use attribution first and last. Okay, but for this, we'll just do campaign. All right, we just want to know what campaign they came from. Lead value, right? Like if you're driving them to something that, let's say, is $1,400, right? You'd want to put that in there. You can also leave it blank. You don't have to put a value in there. If it's open-ended, some people sign up for $400 and some people sign up for $4 million. We don't know until we talk to them. Just leave it blank. Status, you always want to put it as open. And then that's it. And then just hit save action. And now you're done on creating the pipeline. So now here's the first email that you're going to send out. So before we get to that, let's do our trigger. What is going to trigger all of these things to happen, right? Obviously, we want that to be our form. So if we come over here to search triggers, you can just type in form and come down here to form submitted, not order form submitted. Order form is for a checkout. It's just form submitted. It's going to ask what was the form. Form is, and now these are all of your options. And I believe it was contact us was the form that we were using. Hit save. Now you can form submitted, contact us, just so that we can look at it and know what is the trigger. So boom. The trigger is every time someone fills out, or every time someone submits the contact us form, here's the chain of events that are going to happen. We're going to send them an email. We're going to send them an SMS. We're going to wait 2 minutes, and we're going to check, did they reply to the SMS? If they did, was the reply positive? If yes, here's the booking link to the calendar. If no, here's an internal notification that can send out to somebody. And you can do other stuff like, put them on a no contact list or whatever you want to do. If they did not reply to the SMS, it can do a call connect. What that means is the system will automatically get them on the phone. As soon as they answer, it'll ring. It'll say, please hold while I connect you to blah, blah, blah. And then it'll ring you. It'll say you have someone waiting for a call. And then you connect it and it bridges the two of you together. You can do that. You can send a voicemail. So you can actually set this up if the call does not connect. Send a voicemail. You might not want to do an automatic call connect. A lot of people don't. I don't like to use it. Okay, so I'll come down here. I'll hit delete action. Boom. Yes, delete. Now we don't have to worry about it. It's not there anymore. We don't have to connect the call. Send a voicemail. That's awesome. I love to do voicemail. I think that's a great idea. But don't end here, right? You sent one email, you sent one SMS, you left them a voicemail. Now, you can carry this on. You can keep building in here. You can wait one day and send them off another email. Or you can wait a day and send them off an SMS. Or what I like to do is I like to keep my automations very simple at this stage. And what I would do is I would build another long-term sequence. I would build a 7-day, we have an appointment getter sequence. It's a 7-day sequence. The first day it sends out 2 emails. Second day it sends out 1 email, and then for 7 days straight they get 1 email, and they're going to get 3 SMSs within 7 days. If they still don't book a call, they're at the end of that automation. Well, then we can just put them into a longer term. We just put them into a different workflow. So you can literally just put in here, okay, you know what? Let's remove. Remove from workflow, current workflow, and let's add to workflow, and let's add them to, and I'm just going to grab something because it makes sense. 7-day sales sequence for new subscribers. Sure, let's add them to that. Okay. You know what? I think I actually did this. This is kind of important. We have to copy our remove from workflow and put it below this one right here, because if we remove them before we add them, it will never add them. If that makes, I hope that makes sense. if we remove them from the workflow, then we can't do anything with them after that. So delete action, boom. Okay. And by the way, too, save yourself some work. And if you want to add in, like if you wanted to add another email right here, instead of doing this and having to put in all the information, you can simply come over here, grab this right here, go copy action, move it down here, then click, and now make any changes that you want to the body, to the subject line, something like that. Boom. All right. And now you're good to go. You can grab, here, let's grab this. Let's copy this, move it right there. All right. So now we've got to wait 1 day, do an email, wait 1 day, add to workflow, remove from this workflow. Boom, boom, boom. Very, very simple. So just to conclude, we built an opt-in page. We built a video sales letter. We built a calendar page. Then we created a workflow, an automation for the brand new funnel that we just created. We did it all from scratch, and while explaining the entire process, and we're not quite at 40 minutes yet. So this can be a super, super fast process of building a funnel and attaching it to a brand new automation. And once you get familiar with all the bells and whistles, you'll be able to do this in 40 minutes and make amazing funnels, way better than what I just did in this video, because I had to explain everything as I was doing it. I'm at the point now where I can build a very simple 3 to 5 page funnel in less than 40 minutes, attach it to an automation, and it's phenomenal. It'll work great. Okay, so hope you enjoyed this video. Go out there, build your first funnel. If you have not done it yet, If you have any issues with it, get in contact with us. That is what we're here for. Ask us for any complications that you're having along the way. We'd be delighted to help you out. And I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.